squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Singleton. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Allard. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you... When you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Just keep slinging it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. That's caught. It's Durham. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Ross. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go. Turns it on at midfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you've got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. At the 45 on his way. It's a running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Makes the catch. It's Green. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. With the catch, it's Hill. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The sure hands, it's Pena. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Scanning the field, it's Allard. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. In the red area, it's Singleton. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down, he'll throw it. The quick out. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. DB's right up on the receivers. Forced out of the pocket. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Allard. Caught near the sticks, it's Reynolds. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. That's caught. It's Reynolds. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Move the sticks, it's first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, Dave.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one.